As we know, Juneteenth commemorates the announcement of emancipation of enslaved people in Texas on June 19th, 1865. Now, this happened more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed by President Abraham Lincoln.
Detroit played a major role in the fight to protect enslaved people, in some cases getting them safely to Canada. As Priya Mann shows us, this history is closely tied to the Underground Railroad.
With all the new construction in downtown Detroit, you might not even realize how many historically significant sites there are within a few blocks of one another. Our Juneteenth journey starts here at the Skillman Library.
Every time I go by something like this, a location, I see Thornton and Ruth of Blackburn.
In 1833, a self-emancipated black couple in Detroit brought the fight to freedom to the forefront.
Lucy and Thornton were here in the jail to be taken back to Kentucky where they had been enslaved, and the members of the community concocted a plan to make that not happen.
And they escaped.
They escaped.
Long before the Skillman Library was at the corner of Gratiot and Library, this was the site of the city's jail. At a time when bounty hunters were capturing black people, forcing them to return to the South, abolitionists were fighting back.
There was a group of people here who said that's not going to happen, and their names aren't even in history, but they're the ones who made it happen.
During the uprising, the sheriff was shot and injured. The Thorntons successfully escaped.
Yes, I'm proud of them. I'm even prouder of the black citizens who were in Detroit who stood in front of them to make sure that they did not get sent back into slavery.
Where are we going to next?
Second Baptist Church.
We walked with the Michigan Underground Railroad Exploratory Collective a few blocks to Second Baptist Church in Greektown, which was founded by some of the abolitionists who helped the Thorntons escape. Here is where much of the work to free enslaved people unfolded.
They organized benevolent societies, civil rights committees, and vigilance committees as well.
I do know where the original walls are, and I go in every day and touch a wall, and knowing that that wall had been touched 160 years ago by an ancestor who did freedom. So that connects me.
The significance of the men and women who did that work and the men and women who they helped to free, like to understand that that happened and it wasn't outside of my scope, it was something that was right here. I could have, if I were living at that time, I could have been connected to it. You think about all of the people whose names we do know.
As we walked to the third site in Capitol Park, they reflected on the journey to this point.
We were walking in their footprints and actually feeling their spirit and the sacrifices that our ancestors made. Many of them didn't make it because they sacrificed their bloodshed for us.
A few blocks away at Capitol Park, a lesson in logistics.
The slave hunters or the people looking for them would be in the hotel drinking and having a party. And in the meantime, down at the barn, which is away from the hotel so you don't get the smell, were the people they were looking for.
The plan was to keep bounty hunters entertained at the Franklin House while hiding black people at the Finney barn until they could escape.
It makes me feel like we did so much at one time against all the odds, but we still haven't gotten there yet.
You need to be proud because you wouldn't be here if it weren't for your ancestors. They made a way for you. So be proud, know your story, know your history.
And this is a part of it.
Yes.
In Detroit, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
And it's right here. We have an entire page dedicated to Juneteenth at clickondetroit.com. Just click the features page for more coverage.